guys, what is up? My name is Hannah. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, and it is 10 to midnight on Friday the 21st of December, which means that in 10 minutes I'm starting #XMASREADATHON by Hannah, which now that I think about it, I really should have named Holiday Readathon by Hannah, considering this isn't just for people who celebrate Christmas, it's for anybody, but a bit late now. Oops. But I'm going to run you through the books that I've got for my TBR today. So starting off with a book that I actually left a clue about on my community tab bit of my channel. Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan, and this book you may have seen I bought in a book shopping vlog with my sister, which is also on my channel, and it was quite a while ago and I just still haven't read it because I'm just an absolute mess and I cannot function or just do anything on time apparently. I have managed to avoid spoilers like the plague for both the book and the movie because I haven't seen the film yet and I really want to, but I've got to read the book first. Finally, I'm getting around to reading this and hopefully I'll finish it within the next 24 hours, which means I need another book. For that, I don't have a physical copy of it, but it is Paper Princess by Erin Watt, which one of my best friends has been pushing me to read for the longest time, and finally, Stacey, here you go, I'm getting around to it. I'm sorry for making you wait so long, but here we are. I will finally read that book, and apparently that one is very much a book where it finishes on a cliffhanger and I will have this intense need to continue going, but I don't have the second one, so the first one it is, which again, I need another book. And for that, I have chosen Orange by Ichigo Takano. My pronunciation is probably very, very bad, but I'm sorry. This is a manga. I started both of these. I started Crazy Rich Asians, but I don't really remember much of what happened because it was quite a long time ago. So I'm going to start that from the beginning, and I'm also going to start this from the beginning because I started this even before that. Even though usually I have way too many books, like obviously, just completely obviously way too many books on my TBR for my 24-hour readathons. Today I've only got 3, I say only, and that is because if you haven't seen my Twitter update, I am actually going to sleep in this readathon. Yes, the time has come for me to finally sleep during a 24-hour readathon. It is a bit sad for me because in every single readathon I've done so far, I've managed to stay up the whole 24 hours. But please just understand. I'm sorry if you're disappointed and you expected me to stay up, but I'm actually really ill. I probably shouldn't be doing this at all, but I really wanted to because I've been promising it for the longest time. I'm really just not in the best state. I'm really exhausted. I gave myself a one night last night to recover from all the sleep debt that I got throughout my 2 weeks of exams, which took place before that, where I obviously wasn't sleeping very much. I was very stressed, which you can probably also tell by the state of my face. I went away at the beginning of my semi-hiatus with clear skin and I came back with this, so it's obviously taken a toll on me, and coming back has just completely drained me and my body is beginning to shut down. So I am going to be sleeping from 3 AM till 7 AM, so I'm going to give myself 4 hours, and I think that this vlog will be a lot better if I've actually got energy. So I'm sorry again, but it's what I need to do. It's for the best for me. I can't be telling you guys to look after yourselves during readathons if I'm not even doing it to myself. So I've got 2 minutes left until we start. I've been rambling for the longest time. Damn, okay. I'm so excited. Let's get it. So it is just turned 1 past midnight and I just tweeted out about a reading sprint happening from 0 to 20 past. Kevin Kwan, we meet again. I think I got to like chapter 7. It's RJ. See, this is some next level family tree. You know that when there are this many characters and there's a family tree that you're given to keep track of them, it's going to be a bit intense and require some brain power, which is actually why I'm reading it first, because I think that when I'm tired I won't be able to like hack this book. I forgot how angry the beginning of this book made me. There's this guy, Ormsby, you meet him on the first page and already he's annoying. Typical. There's another cat outside, I can tell, because Nola's hissing and growling and all of her hair's like on end. Guys, I've made it into the book. I mean, I am being used to get a picture of a cute guy in the background, but really just a mood. At the pace I'm going, I'll finish this book in 11 hours and 15 minutes, and considering I'm sleeping for 4 hours, that's not very good. So basically I need to speed up, so I'm gonna try and find the audiobook online, and if I don't, I'm just gonna try reading faster. It's here. I'm saved. 1.5 speed. Bless audiobooks. turns out I got further than I thought I did. I think that I read chapter 8, but I didn't get further than that. So I'm catching up to where I was. It is just past 1 o'clock in the morning. I am doing reasonably okay. I am exhausted still, but I'm doing reasonably okay. I'll be able to stick it out until 3. I wish that I could talk more about this book without spoiling it. I can say something which is obvious just from the title, but it's funny. Like, I find it funny just how rich the people in this book are, like just how much money they have. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I just tweeted out about a reading sprint that's going to be happening from past till 5:02, so 25 minutes. The thing that I've noticed about Crazy Rich Asians is that even though it's only 400 pages, well, you say only, but it's really dense. Like, a lot happens in a very short period of time, and there's a lot of detail because there are all these different people and all their backstories. A lot of the slang has to be explained in the footnotes. It's just, it takes a long time to read, but it's really enjoyable to do so. So even though it takes a while, it's very easy to get lost in it, which I really like. So even though I'm going at a slow pace, even with the audiobook, I don't mind. I will say the audiobook makes it a lot easier to comprehend what's happening, because when it's this huge overload of information, just kind of, it's a bit overwhelming when I'm reading it myself. But if I'm hearing it, it's a lot easier to digest and take in. So all I'm trying to say is that I'm very much enjoying this book so far. I'm going to keep reading now. Damn. I know that I said that I don't mind that I'm going slowly, but I'm on page 60 in 105 minutes. Alice, my older sister, told me that her friend read this book really quick, so I don't get how. I've transferred the audiobook to my laptop because I'm currently on page 68 and I have got another 55 minutes until I go to bed, and I'm hoping to get to page 100 before I go to sleep. Chances are I won't, but on my laptop I'm able to bring it up to 1.7 speed, which is about the highest I'm willing to go to be able to still understand what they're saying, in hopes of getting as much done as I can in as little time as possible. So the time is 2:46 in the morning and I just got to page 100, chapter 16. I'm 3 hours and 23 minutes into the audiobook. That's how far I am into the book. There we go. I think that's a decent amount for 2 hours and 45 minutes considering it's quite a dense book. I don't know. Anyway, so I said I was going to keep going until 3, but my aim was to get to 100 pages by 3, so I'm going to post a picture on Instagram of Crazy Rich Asians, change into my pyjamas and then go to sleep. I've already set my alarm for 7 o'clock. I'm also going to put out a reading sprint for people who are going to be awake. I guess I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Hello. You may be wondering, Hannah, why on earth do you look like absolute trash right now? And let me tell you, I woke up 2 minutes ago. The time is 8:03. I set my alarm for 7 AM only on weekdays. So I had someone come into my room and they were probably very confused as to why I was still asleep, but they probably thought that I'd planned that and didn't wake me up. But luckily it still woke me up and I overslept and I feel really bad, but luckily it was only by an hour. So I'm gonna keep going my plan, okay? My plan is to get to page 200 before I go down to eat breakfast, and I think that if I listen to another 3.5 hours of the audiobook, that will get me there, which makes sense because I've already listened to 3.5 hours and I'm on 100. But if I listen to it at times 1.7 speed, I should get it done in just over 2 hours, and then that will also give me a bit of leeway for planning, and then I'll eat my breakfast at 10:30 anyway. So technically I think I can still do it, even though I woke up an hour late. Oh my god, I'm actually so dumb. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I got some tea. Yeah. Oh, that hurt. Really dumb. Voila. Gotta take the tea bag out. Tea bag.
Today she was wearing a very short white shit dress.
I finished my tea. It is 8:51. I don't know if I've got an aim for when to finish this book, because I just feel like generally it's going to take me way longer than I'm expecting it to. My aim for the end of the day is to finish Paper Princess, so I can have 2 books under my belt, you know. I don't really mind if I don't finish Orange, but hopefully I can get to the end of Paper Princess because I promised my friend I'd finish it, so I'm gonna do that. I can do it. Yes. I also know that later on I'm going to have a bath and I'll read in the bath, and then I'll get out and do face masks with my sisters. It's just going to be a nice chill relaxed evening. Just going to let myself continue recovering. And reading is a very nice way actually just to kind of relax. Reading is just, it's very healing. It's what I found today. Reading is very healing. If you're ever having a bad day, just pick up a book and read all day. It's what I'm doing.
He's cute.
The time is 9:32, so I've got another hour until I go down to eat breakfast. I'm on chapter 5 of part 2, which is page 157 or something. So pretty much definitely not going to get to page 200 before breakfast, but I don't really mind. It's a really, really enjoyable book. I don't think it was the best choice to do in a readathon if I'm trying to get pages, but I think this time is just a lot more relaxed. I'm not aiming for any particular page number. I just want to get 2 books done, 2 books which I have been wanting to read for a very, very long time. So as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm very happy, I'm fine, and I'm very much enjoying this book. Alyssa, my older sister, just called me. She's going to be kind of half participating in the readathon. She just finished Strange Weather in Tokyo, which I've read. Did I read it in a readathon? I don't think I did. She finished the last 29 pages this morning, and then she's going to be going on to read Kingdom of Ash, which I still haven't read because I'm actually an idiot. Just haven't really been reading. She's already like over halfway through that, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong.
Hello.
I am shocked. It is 10:28 and I have hit page 200, chapter 11 of part 2, and that is basically halfway through the book. I am very proud of myself. I'm also very much loving this book. Like, it's so good. Can someone let me know if I have to read the other 2 books before watching the film in case there are spoilers for the books? Because you know how sometimes films kind of include stuff from book 2 in the first film as well. I don't really know. Let's see, how many hours have I spent reading? 3 in the morning and then 2.5 now. 5.5 hours plus like an hour for, okay, let's say an hour and a half for breakfast and lunch. That's 7 hours from now. That's 5:30, and then I'll have like 6.5 hours to read Paper Princess. I can do it, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. So look how cute this postcard is that I'm using for my bookmark. It's from a workshop that I did at Chocolate Films thing. Voila. Also, I ended up listening at 1.9 times speed. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go get ready. See you literally in like 2 seconds. I changed. And when I say changed, I mean I put on a hoodie. I'm still in my pajama bottoms. Hell yeah. I think I left my moisturiser downstairs, so let's go. My job. My job. The time is currently 12:09. I was meant to start a sprint at 5 past, which I announced on Twitter, but because my camera messed up, it's being a bit annoying. But anyway, what I wanted to explain was I have had a very long break for my breakfast. I am 6 hours and 59 minutes into the audiobook out of 7 hours 9 minutes, and that is just for part 1. I don't know how many parts there are. I think there are 3, but the other 2 are shorter. Anyway, so I want to get to the end of this plus an hour into the second one before I go and have my lunch. My lunch break won't be as long as my breakfast break was. I just went to play cards and I didn't even win. What was the point in playing at all? But you know, it's fine. I guess we'll just have to see how long it takes me to get an hour into the next video. Obviously, I'm still going at like 1.8, 1.9 times speed. So in the times when I am reading, I'm going hardcore as much as I can in that time.
Neutral. Samsara Island. Wednesday.
I'm still not over how rich these people are, man. Oh my god. How rich can one be? I don't know. At chapter 13 and at the end of video 1, so I think video 2 is right here.
Large as you look up.
I'm currently 41 minutes into the second part of the audiobook, and it is 1:45. I've realised now that, okay, so I'm on page 231 and 251 is when we get to part 3, so in 20 pages. I'm assuming that I'm going to get to that point in the book after an hour has passed in the audiobook, but I think that getting to page 250 and getting to part 3 is just a more satisfying number, so whichever one comes later, likely getting to part 3 between getting to part 3 and reaching an hour in this audiobook. That is when I'll stop and go have my dinner. I'm just gonna have some soup and I'll continue listening and reading whilst I am eating. I literally just realised now that we are over halfway through this readathon. So I am 1 hour 25 minutes into the audiobook for part 2. And it is currently 1:12 and I just got into part 3. I'm actually loving this book so much. There you go, that's how far I am through. It's so enjoyable. It's just so good. I'm going to bring the speed down because it's going to be hard to concentrate whilst I'm eating. I've been listening to it at 2 times speed. I really don't feel well. I cannot see. There. Oh, I'm a mess right now. Time to continue with this. I might announce a reading sprint. I'll go from 1:45 till 0:00. Ha! My toes. I don't think you can see my toes, but they're here. You know? Okay. I'm so far through. Basically, I've got another 4 hours left of audiobook, and if I keep going at 2 times speed non-stop, then I should get to the end of the book by around 5 o'clock, and then that gives me 7 hours to read the last book. And I think that I can do it, but I think that I'm probably going to finish Crazy Rich Asians more around 5:30, because I need to have that kind of leeway for just any breaks that I take to fix my camera or anything. And then when that happens, I'm probably going to start running a bath, and then that's when I'll start the next book, the last book of today. So the time is currently 4:30, and I've got 1 hour and 50 minutes left of this audiobook if I watch at normal speed. So considering I'm watching it at 2 times speed, if I keep going now non-stop, I should get to the end by 5:30. It's actually really tempting to just go and have a bath now and finish my book in the bath without the audiobook, just to kind of read the end by myself. How far am I up to? I am on page 339 out of 403. I could do that. Just have a long bath. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's go have a bath. I would say though, 10 out of 10 recommend this audiobook. The person who reads it out is so good. It's just, I think this is the best audiobook I've listened to. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Your mother wants you to hear of it. Think of what it's going to be like in my family when we... This again. They want to recreate it. Look, you torture the people like Fan Min, the children of other high-ranking communist parties.
So the time is now 6:21, about an hour after I was planning to have finished the book, but I just finished Crazy Rich Asians. The later it gets, the more I'm realising that I'm probably not gonna finish Paper Princess. I'm sorry, Stacey. I promise I'll try my best. As you'll see, the rest of this vlog will probably be a bit hectic, these next 5.5 hours, me trying to get as much of this next book as I can down. I just want to quickly talk about Crazy Rich Asians without spoiling anything. That was so good. It was so good. I really, really loved it. I can't wait to read the next 2. But yeah, it was just really, really enjoyable. And even though it took a long time, because it was so dense and there was so much information, it was definitely worth the reading, even though it is shorter, if that makes sense. So I would rather have read that and got less pages than have read 2 different books in the same time. But anyway, I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing my face masks. Probably a bit later on. I'm not sure. I'll ask Alyssa and I'll see if Ella wants to join in as well. I've got Paper Princess ready to read on my laptop. I can also read it on my phone. Let's get it. Okay, so I just updated social media, Goodreads, Twitter and everything like that, Instagram, and it is currently 6:33. So in 2 minutes we are starting a reading sprint for 25 minutes and I want to see how far into this book I can get. I messaged my friend telling her that let's hope I can finish it in 5.5 hours and let's see what she responds. Hopefully she'll give me an idea of whether or not that is actually possible. I think it's like 370 pages, so chances are I'm just not going to get it done. But you know what? Let's just see. We'll have to just wait and see. I'll try my best. Straight away the vibe of this book is so different to Crazy Rich Asians. That third line, complete... You know what? Different book, different vibe. Makes sense. I'm jumping right in because I want to keep reading because, you know, reading's great. It's gonna take a bit of getting used to. Already this isn't going very well. There's a character called Mr. Thompson. For about a page now I've been reading it as Miss Thompson, so I didn't realise that it was Mr. Thompson until they said he's 5'10", and I was like, wow, that's a tall lady right there. And I was like, no, because it just said he. So I didn't do any looking up what this book was about. Stacey! What is this? Okay, I'm gonna trust it for now. Okay, I mean Sasha from A Book Utopia loved this book, and that's why it was originally on my TBR, and then after Stacey told me to read it as well, I was like, okay, I'll read it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I'm checking Goodreads. Goodreads. I mean, Stacey did warn me a little bit. Both books I'm reading today are about girls like being flung into like lavish rich lifestyles, living for it. Okay. It's got higher reviews than Crazy Rich Asians, so you never know. This may get amazing. We're gonna have to wait and see. I still have faith. I've got an open mind. I just got told by Stacey that I'll finish it in 3 hours. I feel like Stacey's a quicker reader than me. I don't know how fast I'm getting through this so far. I will say, good sign, I can 100% imagine myself getting very lost in the story and getting through a lot quickly without even realising it. So that is very reassuring. I'm gonna get some tea later on. Okay, so far I like where the story's going. I feel like it's all very rushed, like I feel like I don't know anything, and this girl has just agreed to this huge situation when she doesn't really know anything about it. And it doesn't seem realistic at all. I'm not a very big fan of the writing style, but like I said before, it does seem like it's going in a good direction, and I am willing to get over the fact that I don't like the writing style or the very abrupt start, because it did make it easy to get it straight into the story, which is a good thing, and I can get over the writing style if the story's good. Just gonna have to wait and see. I have faith in Stacey. I'll do it for you, man. I got you. I realise now that when I say that it's all very rushed, I think that's because I don't have such a huge, overwhelming amount of detail like I did in Crazy Rich Asians. When I was reading Crazy Rich Asians, they described everything in so much detail. Kevin Kwan's writing, it was hard to digest, but I loved it. It was very much the style that I like to read. So this sudden drop in a way from really detailed description to quite a bit less description than normal just heightens that lack of depth even more, which I guess is not the book's fault, it's just the fault of the order that I read the books. So, you know, I'll try and keep an open mind. That's probably a big factor as to why I'm not enjoying it as much. I am enjoying it. I can't even speak much about it. I think I'm on like chapter 4, so you know. The time is 8:17. I have no idea what chapter I'm on and I can't be bothered to check, and look at me right now. I'm actually very comfy. The book is getting better, I will say. I still have my issues with it, but it's getting better, I admit. Okay, so the time is currently 9:01, and I'm just gonna say it right now, I'm not gonna finish the book today. I can try my damn hardest, but it's just not gonna happen. I am enjoying it the more it goes on though, I will say, like I said before. Anyway, it is face mask time. Alyssa and I are gonna be doing face masks. Ella's got a friend round, so she's not gonna be doing it with us. But first I need to wash my face. It wasn't in focus. Oh. Yeah, I just need some, because I've got some spots coming up. I'm just spotty. Okay, well my skin is in recovery, and so I'm trying to prevent. This is the face mask that I am using. It's from Nature Republic. I got it in America. This is the Tea Tree Real Comforting Face Mask for sebum care. I had 2 others from Nature Republic, but I've already used them, so this is my last Nature Republic one.
I think I used all my America ones, you know.
Really?
Yeah. But I found another Mediheal one in TK Maxx.
Oh.
You know when you just should have clocked something but you haven't? Yeah, that happened. And I was like, yes, Rowan! I really just 16. I was like, yes!
Yeah, boy. This smells so good.
Can I smell?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've still got essence that I need to like use up. This is a relaxing day I needed, man.
Chin chin. I'm trying not to smile.
10 to 20 minutes. 10 to 20 minutes. This is so pretty how it's kind of purple in this light. Yeah, it's nice.
Can you please get the door?
Susie,
Can you shut up?
thank you.
She'll do it again.
Face mask off for me.
But you don't need a thing, I think. might leave mine on for a little bit longer.
Okay.
It's still wet here and here.
What? Oi. Now I'm shiny. Yo, listen. I just got to tap my face now a little bit. Time to keep reading. I'll show you where I'm at. 14. I'm on chapter 14. What chapter are you on?
Chapter 24. I just want to get to chapter 25. Oh, I just need to get back to that.
Point of view.
That point of view.
I'm gonna keep reading now. I'll stay here until you take your mask off and then I'll go back to my room.
Okay.
Alisa, you done?
Yeah.
I'm probably still shiny.
Let me do the rest of my skincare routine.
Yeah, I just need to put on moisturiser. Thank you for reading with
That's
me.
okay, I haven't read a lot today.
Yeah, neither have I really.
I've read 150, 160 pages.
I have read...
Yeah, I've not read a lot, only about 500 pages.
So far I've read about 540 pages. That's like... not a lot for me, but it's fine. It was a dense book, like I've said like 500 times, and it was worth the read.
Oh, I should really explain what I'm reading, shouldn't I? This morning I read the final few pages of Strange Weather in Tokyo. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was good. I really like the way lots of Japanese authors write.
I think I gave it 3.
Yeah.
What would you have given it?
Yeah, probably the same. It was good. I enjoyed it. They talked about food a lot, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Like lots of nice Japanese food.
I didn't rate it. I think I would give it 3 though.
Kingdom of Ash by Thoradrin Moss. Hannah said I was halfway through it, but I'm not halfway through it.
I thought she was halfway through, I'm sorry.
I'm on page 226. I'm really close to chapter 25. Good stuff's about to happen.
Oh, isn't this just sad?
This'll be my-
behind schedule.
This will be my 25th book of the year.
Oh, wow.
That's not... No. My highest ever was 50 books in 1 year.
Can't relate. The only books that weren't in readathons or for school were Strange Weather in Tokyo and City of Bones. And City of Bones I didn't even read the whole of this year, I only finished this year. Like the last 100 pages. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to reading. It is currently 9:45, so I've got 2 hours and 15 minutes left. Definitely not gonna finish the book, but it's fine. Stacey told me I could finish it in 3 hours and I just knew then and there that was just straight up not true.
Oh, Stacey a fast reader.
Probably.
Bye! You probably won't see me again.
Yeah. Say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas!
Not everyone celebrates Christmas.
Yeah, Happy Hanukkah.
Just Happy Holidays.
Happy holidays! May the force be with you, all that jazz.
Christmas time is Star Wars time, let's be real. I'm out. Till you see me in like 2 seconds. Bye! Okay, so the vibe that I get from this book is like I'm reading an AU or just like fan fiction. And it's like the kind of really trashy romance that you really secretly or really openly, you know, that works too. Love. It's like really lovable trash. It is written in the way that like fan fiction is. It's the kind of thing that you could probably find on Wattpad. I'm sorry, Erin, what if you find that offensive? But it's great trash. Like, it's the kind of trash that you want to read. I feel like this doesn't sound very great, but take it for what you will. If you enjoy lovable trash, pick it up. If it's not your cup of tea, if you're not really into that kind of trashy YA romance that you will love, even though it's trashy, if that makes sense, then just don't pick it up. But otherwise, it's the book for you. I can't read it. Oh boy. I don't know if I can read it. Oh my god, that's so awkward. You know when there's like a clear love interest and at first you ship the love interest with the main character, but then you realise that someone else is just so much better for them, but then you have to have the like dawning realisation that if you start shipping the people who are better together, then you'll just be disappointed in the end because the love interest is obviously going to be the person who they're going to end up with. Yeah, I'm having a dilemma right now. I had a bath 4 hours ago and I still haven't brushed my hair. As you can see, I'm very put together. Oh my goodness. It's so annoying because I don't have enough space on my card to be constantly filming my reactions, but... Oh my god. Oh boy. By the way, I'm 50% the way through this book. It is 11:45. I've only got 1 hour and 15 minutes left. I'm actually really sad about that. Who knows, maybe I'll stay up to finish this book. It might actually, who knows. I'm really shocked by what just happened, so I'm gonna keep going. I keep reading the word mansion as maison, meaning house in French, because for some reason I just can't hack that people actually live in mansions. Despite having read Crazy Rich Asians today and already being halfway through this book, mansion isn't a word in my mind. It's simply maison. So the time is currently 11:30. I've got half an hour left of the readathon and I am on page 231, which is like just over 60% of the way through. So basically I'm not going to be able to do 40% in half an hour, and I'm getting more and more tired, so I probably won't be able to stay up until I finish. But I will definitely be finishing either tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, because it's really addicting. Nala's driving me a bit bonkers. But yeah, I think the next time I'll update you will be at the very end. I'm just going to see how much I can get done until then. Da, 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 da. It is midnight. I finished. Oh, I just got a message from Melissa saying congratulations, B. I read 256 pages, I think, of Paper Princess. I got 70% of the way through, and then in addition to the 403 pages from Crazy Rich Asians, I got a total of 662 pages today. And that is including 5 hours of sleep. So I think that I did pretty solidly. And also, the first book was reasonably difficult to get through quickly. And I just enjoyed myself. I really did enjoy myself. I will say for that reason that if I do a readathon in like the next upcoming year, I probably will end up sleeping. I just know, even though I'm really proud of myself when I managed to stay up the whole way through, the physical impact it has staying up for that long, especially because it's not just 24 hours, it's the whole day before the readathon starts as well. So you're up for a lot longer than 24 hours. And trying to read the whole way through that, even though it's really like accomplishing and you feel really good about yourself after you've done it, it's just not worth it, the physical strain, and then I'm exhausted the next day. I think it's a lot nicer if I'm in a better mood, you know? Like right now I'm still like half functioning and Nala's looking at me like, you are kidding yourself, you're not half functioning. I know. She's gone. In the next coming year, I will be having 3 sets of important exams. So my GCSE mocks, my actual GCSEs, and then my A-level mock this time next year. I don't know when I will be able to do a 24-hour readathon. I don't want to do another one for a while. It is very draining. But I do know that you guys like them. So please let me know if you'd rather see one sooner rather than later, but I do sleep, or if you'd rather wait however long it takes for me to build up enough mental energy to stay up the whole way through. Let me know down below. Also, if you took part and filmed it, please leave the link to your video down in the comments. Also, if you took part and posted on Instagram or on Twitter, also leave your links and your handles down below in the comments too. Let me know how you found it, even if you didn't film your experience and you took part. Thank you so much for joining me. It's so much nicer to have other people with me along the way. It's a lot less lonely and a lot more motivating and encouraging. I hope you enjoy the books that you read. I very much enjoyed the books that I read. I think these have got to be my favourite readathon choices I've made. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. All of my social media will be linked in the description down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I know that people really look forward to these vlogs going out, so I hope that it was worth your time. I will work very hard on editing it, I promise you. And I guess I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!